has become a global village. Whether you are in Europe, Asia, America, or Africa, you can be spotted and highlighted on Apex One Radio. Then you'll be at the top because on Apex One Radio,
Apex One Radio, USA. Apex One Radio. The best in animation. Culture, sports, entertainment, interview, Apex One Radio. Apex One Radio, the best radio. We love African culture.
It's been a busy and eventful 2016 so far for Cameroonian artist MYRA MAIMOH. The USA-based singer has moved from two major projects, that is, I Don't Tire to Over Dancing, and now to the third, an album which she now presents as a sumptuous gift to music lovers. A new project is always a major happening in the life or career of a musician. No exception for our star of this edition of Apex Snapshot, just on Apex One Radio. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Europe. Good evening, America. Welcome to this live edition of Apex Snapshot, greeting you from Columbus, Ohio. United States of America is a co-production of Apex One Radio and the London-based Mode Maison PR. And this edition of the show, we shall be presenting the latest album of MYRA MAIMOH. Call it unique. Unique is what is in the news. And of course, we shall be attempting to give a meaning to this newest product of an artist whose prowess can no longer be overemphasized. MYRA MAIMOH is the household name. But what is it that is unique? And what is it that is in that album? What did it take for the Maryland-based artist and her team to complete this project? How unique is unique? Okay, answers to these questions will be yours when MYRA MAIMOH herself joins us on the airwaves of Apex One Radio in just a couple of minutes. This is Apex Snapshot. The show is produced from Vassar, Switzerland by Maxwell Attic and presented in the studio by Ernest Kanjo in collaboration with Cynthia Tabe in London. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Snapshots.
Find my way
listening to live edition of Apex Snapshot, reaching you from APEX1RADIO. We are broadcasting from the United States of America. Once again, good morning to our listeners in Africa and Europe. And for those of you listening to us in the United States of America, we want to say good evening. At exactly 10 minutes past 7 here in the studio, let's go to Maryland and say welcome to the main person on the show, who is the artist whose album we are presenting on the show today. Her name is MYRA MAIMOH. And let's move on to Maryland and say welcome to the artist. MYRA MAIMOH, good evening and welcome. Okay, looks like we have difficulties reaching MYRA MAIMOH there. This is Apex Snapshot, live edition, reaching you from APEX1RADIO. In just a couple of seconds, we are back in Maryland to say welcome to the artist of the day.
Me and my delight is the new discovery, the religion. No game divide the happy sides, but it's never gonna happen to you and me. Join dream divide the happy sides, but it shouldn't be the case between you and me. What happened to love?
Apex Snapshot on APEX1RADIO. We're back in Maryland to welcome the star of the day, MYRA MAIMOH. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
It's always a pleasure for us as well to welcome MYRA MAIMOH on the airwaves of APEX1RADIO. Given that you're one of those artists who take their job seriously, okay. And so, MYRA, it's been a couple of months since you returned from Cameroon after filming the video of Onva Danse. Apparently, you haven't had time to rest. Looks like as soon as you got back to the US, I mean, you went back working. So you've been busy all this while.
Yes, I have been, and for a good reason, because I have been preparing for the album release, my new album called Unique, and everything has just been driving up to the release and everything that happens afterwards.
Right. In my intro, I said that 2016 seems to have been a very eventful and busy year for you. Was that right?
That's true. That's very correct, and I thank God for that. It's been amazing.
Okay, that's beautiful. And so should we say that you are a professional musician? Because it looks like you've been on this thing, and I mean, we see music and nothing else around you these days.
Yes, I would say I have been a musician for a while. I just was inactive for a short period of time. But now I am good and ready to go and just ready to keep the songs coming.
Right. Okay, I don't want us to start measuring your rate of inspiration now, because it's obvious that you are quite inspired, because when I look at the list of songs which you've composed so far, is quite long, and I don't just know where to start. Well, that said, MYRA, I want to welcome you to this live edition of Apex Snapshot, and in the next couple of minutes we shall be trying to make sense out of this latest album of yours. But then, for now, we just want you to relax, sit back, and get set for the talk.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so we'll be back with you.
Okay.
To you and me, join dream divine to have this sight, but it shouldn't be the case between you and me. Should never be the case between you and me. Should never be the case between you. Yeah, should never be the case between you and me. Should never, ever, ever, ever.
They be hating on my creativity, hating just because I'm everything they wanna be. If I wear purple, it would be a bad color. If I'm just in a bikini, it would be a bad summer. They be the tell me say I no go ever blow. It be the hot like jigger for my toe. Haters looking left and right like a gamma lizard. I go cook them for my pot like chicken gizzard.
Growing up a girl, I said they're killing me, but they were healing me. I didn't know. They criticized me. I said they minimized me, but they were maximizing me. Now I know. I had to change my point of view, 'cause a lot I never knew. Now I start to understand. I couldn't break 'cause I would bend. So it hurts when they say it. Then my shot, it didn't hit. Let me tell you something, friends. I would try to straighten my hands up. Growing up a girl, I said they're killing me, but they were healing me. I didn't know. They criticized me. I said they minimized me, but they were maximizing me. Now I know. They didn't always want my best. I didn't even know how much I'm blessed. So when the critics heard, yes, I thought I was deserved. Sometimes they mean it good, other times they mean it bad. No matter what they meant, I should use it to ascend, yeah. Growing up a girl, I said they're killing me. But they were healing me. I didn't know. They criticized me. I said they minimized me, but they were maximizing me. Now I know.
The beautiful one titled Killing Me by MYRA MAIMOH. And Naomi Achu has brought the time to 17 minutes past 7 here in the studio of APEX1 Radio. You're listening to a fresh and live edition of APEX Snapshots, reaching you this day, Wednesday, not Wednesday, Tuesday, the 16th of August 2016 is a special production by APEX1 Radio in collaboration with the London, UK-based Mode Maison PR. The show is produced from Valsuit, Switzerland by Maxel Adik and hosted by Ernest Kanjo in the studio. And we're going back to Maryland to bring our guests back on the airways. MYRA MAIMOH, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Right. So, MYRA, we are here today to talk about your latest album. Like I said earlier on, it's called Unique. And
Yes.
before then, let's look at some of the things that have been happening around your career of late. I understand that last week you had an event, Fest Africa in Maryland,
Yes.
where you performed. So tell us, how did you get to be part of this event and how did it go?
Fest Africa is a festival, a cultural festival organized in Maryland every year.
Okay.
And how they get their artists is some get invited to perform, and they also have open submission channels for musicians to send their songs over. So that was what we did, and we got accepted.
Okay, that's fantastic. And so you were part of that event. What was your performance? How did it look like? Were you satisfied?
I was very, very much so. It was a very, very hot day, but it was a lot of fun. The crowd was amazing. Even though we were almost cooking in the sun, people they just stayed till the end. They were there from around 10 till late, like 8 p.m. So it was great.
Okay. And prior to that event, you also performed at the Banso Family Union Come Together in Houston, Texas. And apparently it was another fantastic performance.
It was a lot of fun. It's always nice to go back to one's people. Let me put it that way.
Right.
It's always nice to go there. This is the second time I was performing there, and the last time was in 2012. I think.
Okay.
It was just great. It was nice to be welcomed, to be enveloped with love, and just have people ask questions about what to expect about the album. So it was good.
Right. That was another occasion for artists of from your part of Cameroon to come together and perform. I know that is not always the case. So once in a while, when it happens, it's always a great feeling, I guess.
Oh yes. I was on the stage with Chili, with Young Flo. It was really great. It was great. So it was nice to see just how rich or how diverse we are. We had a folklore artist. We had me, Afro Soul, and an Afrobeat artist. It was just fun.
Right.
It was a lot of fun. Yes.
That's interesting. Okay, that said, we are going to move into serious things now. But by the way, have you had any other public outing apart from these two since June?
Yes. Yeah, I have. I performed with or at the lesson convention that was in Dallas, just like 3 weeks before the Basel convention. So that was also really nice. I was welcomed, and yeah, it was just a lot of fun dancing and just chilling with the lesson girls from Cameroon.
That's beautiful. Okay, that's fantastic. And hopefully you're going to have more of those performances coming, because I understand that the more you perform, the more you stay afloat, right?
That's correct. That's
Okay,
correct.
beautiful. Okay, just catch your breath again for just 1 minute there, then I'll come back to you, Myra.
Okay. Okay.
It's been a while, adversity's taken the best of me. Hardship and disparity seem all my life's about. Bills and warnings, exit orders, letters and degrees. If it's supposed to be humbling, oh yes, it's got the cloud. It's getting way too heavy to carry. Got a mountain on top of me. Jesus, if you hear, please answer me. Jesus, if you hear, please answer me. Jesus, if you're here, please answer me. Jesus, if you're here, please answer me. Learned people telling me it could be all divine. They teaching me, remind me of continuous devout. It's getting dark and dark. I ask me, does your face still shine? If you ask me how it feels, I'll say I'm about to drown. It's getting way too heavy to carry.
All right, beautiful piece of music there titled Answer Me by MYRA MAIMOH. It has brought the time to 24 minutes past 7 here in the studio of APEX1 Radio. You're listening to Apex Snapshot, a live edition of this show. Let's go back to Maryland and welcome MYRA once again. Then the talk on Unique will commence. MYRA, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Right.
Again.
So, you just released your latest album, Unique. I would like you to remind us, is it the second album?
Yeah, I just released Unique, and the album is very different from the first one, and I'm just very excited to introduce the songs to people, to everybody out there. It's very positive and inspiring.
Okay. So when precisely did you officially make Unique public?
It was released on Saturday, August
Okay.
13th.
Saturday, August 13th. And I remember when we last spoke on radio, you told me your first album was released, is it 2012 or 2011?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so we are in 2016, something like in the neighborhood of 4 years. So
Are we
tell
going to
me,
do the math?
this is a long time. Why did it take that long for the
Yes.
next album to show up?
I had a lot of things going on at that moment because I was a student while I was touring. I moved to another country. I used to be in Germany, so I moved here, and that was so I could study.
Okay.
That was so I could study, and after that I got married, and then I had my first child, and yeah, a lot of things happened within that space, so I couldn't really do music and concentrate on it and do it the way I wanted to do it or get the quality that I wanted from it. So I decided to just put it on standby and,
Right. That's
pick it up
reasonable.
again when I was ready to take it on 100%.
Right. So that's great. You're back on board, and apparently it's moving smoothly. So tell us, how many songs do you have on this album?
I have 6 songs on the album.
Okay. Okay.
There are 6 songs on the album, yes.
Right. Just to remind our listeners that we may just have like 1 or 2 of those songs played here because they are still not free for consumption per se, because we also expect you to support the artists by dipping your hands a little bit deeper into your pockets and paying for it so that the artists can have more means to produce more good and enjoyable songs. So I think we won't be blamed if we don't play all of the songs. Okay. MYRA MAIMOH, I'm back with you. In which studio are the songs recorded and under what music label?
This was done on the Equite Entertainment label, and that is a company run by myself and my manager, Equite, and my husband.
Okay.
So the album was self-produced.
Right. And I understand that it's always a lot of work to compile an album. So could you just describe how the studio sessions went along?
We since we had plenty of time to spread it out, we took quite some time in just building up the music, and that was done mostly at home. And just getting to write down how certain instruments were to be played, and then we had a producer in Maryland called Lexi Sugar.
Right.
He played the instruments and put some of the things that we wanted in there. And we also worked with another producer in the UK. He's called Justa Dimento, and he literally did the same thing. We said how we wanted stuff to be done, and they put the instruments together and sent it back to us. And then I went to Positive Red Studio to record the songs. And then after that, we had the songs sent to Cameroon to Emil Ngumba, who did the mastering,
Right.
the mixing and the mastering. Yeah.
This would have taken much time. So how long did it take you to complete the project?
It took me about I'll say about a whole year to finish it. The first one was only about 6 weeks, but the second one about a whole year, because we would start and stop and start and stop.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's listen to some music again. Then when we come back, we shall look at some of the songs in the album and you try to explain what you are trying to tell the world in those songs.
Okay.
Jesus, if you're here.
Just to let you know that MYRA MAIMOH's latest album is made public and you can now consume the songs. We shall tell you just how you can reach them in a couple of minutes to come. And we're told that it's a 6-track album made up of beautifully packaged songs like I No Go Tire, which you're listening to at the moment. Then we also have On Va Danser, which was earlier released as a single and whose video was shot in Cameroon a couple of months ago. We shall also be having Fe Vita Vivi. Fe Vita Vivi is also one of the songs in the album. Then Unique is the key track of that latest album by MYRA MAIMOH. Then we also have Beau Parleur and of course Far Away remix. These are the 6 songs that comprise the latest album of this household name. Call her MYRA MAIMOH, Cameroonian-born musician who is based in the United States of America and whom we are receiving on APEX1 Radio's Apex Snapshot this day, Tuesday, the 16th of August 2016. A special live show produced from Vanswich, Switzerland by Maxwell Ajik and of course presented in the studio by Ernest Kanjo in collaboration with Cynthia Tabe of Moat Maison PR. For those of you just joined us, you're welcome to the show. This is APEX1 Radio. This is Snapshot. Let's go back to Maryland and continue our conversation with the artist of the day, MYRA MAIMOH. Welcome back, artist.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so we just listened there to No Go Tire, which I understand was first released as a single, but when I listened to the song this evening, it looked a little different from what I used to know. Did you do a remix of this one too?
On this one, not really. We didn't change a lot on it.
Okay.
Any changes were just minimal.
Okay, so I No Go Tire is found in this latest album of yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, could you just remind our listeners what Anogoteya is all about? What are you tired about? Or what are you not going to be tired about?
It's a song of praise and worship, and it just says, "I won't stop loving God. I won't stop loving, um, praising Him. I won't stop just blessing Him for everything that He's done, and for the fact that He loves me,
Right.
because I recognize that His love is the ultimate love that matters. So I am loving Him right back."
Right.
And the song was, it was done with my dad in mind. I was
Okay.
thinking about the paternal love that we have as humans, and especially with girls. And my dad passed away, so he was a huge inspiration to for the song. And him passing away left a deep void in my heart, and I just couldn't find anything to fill it with. And it was then that I really, you hear about stuff about how much God loves you, but when you finally really take it in all in,
Right.
you start experiencing something really different. And this was one of those things that drove me to write the song. It just says, I won't stop loving my dad who passed away, because I'd never really told him enough, I think, that I love him. And the ultimate one is that I won't stop loving God, because He is the Father. He is the good Father. And no father on earth would ever replace Him,
Right.
or would be able to love me the way, or love any of us the way God loves us.
Beautiful. And like I said earlier on, this song was first released as a single. How did it do?
Yes.
How did it do in the market? What was the feedback?
It did pretty well with Christians and people who were dealing with maybe just issues with their father figures. So I got a lot of feedback, and some people were really happy that I addressed it, and some people were they told me they had not really thought about it from that angle, and it was nice that they were forced to do that in a song. So
Okay.
I would say that I am very grateful for that.
Beautiful. And the key track in this album is unique. So tell us, what is so unique about what?
Unique is a song of it's a war song, kind of, and it's addressing women, men, boys, whoever is feeling really low about themselves, anybody with self-esteem issues, anybody who just thinks they're not where they're supposed to be in life, or anybody, if you're depressed, if you're sick, it's talking to everybody who's in that dark spot. And what it's saying is, you are different. You are very different from everybody in the world. There's just one you. And God definitely brought you to the world and gave you some talents that are unique, that are only yours. And the only way you differentiate yourself is to identify those talents and work on them, use them. And then another thing I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what the society or people think about what you look like. What matters is what's in your heart and your relationship with God. So I say, no matter how people bring you down, what matters is that you are beautiful, you are unique, and never let anybody take that away from you.
So, if I understand, this song is meant for those who are battling under the weight of low self-esteem.
Yes, low self-esteem, depression, cancer, name it. Name it. It's to all those people who just feel they're not where they're supposed to be in life.
Right. Okay, that's beautiful. And how much time did it take you to put into this song when you were composing it?
Unique didn't take long at all. once we got the final instrumental for the song, I already knew how I wanted it to be. It took me a few minutes to get the melody together. Now the writing took about 3 days because I was trying to. I had a lot of things to write in, but then I was trying to just get the right amount, not overpopulated with text and messages and stuff. So that took a little longer, but yeah. It didn't, the only thing that lasted longer was how long it took for us to record the voices and mix and master.
Right.
But yeah, principally it took me about 3 minutes to come up with the melody and about 3 days actually for the writing.
Her name is MYRA MAIMOH, Cameroonian contemporary artist based in the United States of America. And we are live on Apex One Radio this day to discuss the story found in Unique. Unique is her latest album, which has just been officially made public. This is Apex Snapshot, reaching you from Columbus, Ohio, United States of America. MYRA, let's have a little bit of music again. Then when we come back, we shall look at one of their songs in this album.
Okay.
That's something you've been trying to achieve. It's like everything stands in your way. Feels like you chose the wrong things to do. This is what our dreams do with us. There's no reason to stop chasing them. You'll only get them if you stay on track. Some friends may not even share them with you. This is not a reason to give up, no. I am here to say I encourage you. I am here to say please stay strong. Holding tight your dream makes your dream hold you tight.
MYRA MAIMOH encouraging you in that beautiful piece of music, an artist who talks in her songs, which means that all her tracks carry along with them some very important, some salient messages aimed at bringing meaning to your lives. And that's when it started. I encourage you. It's reaching you from Apex One Radio. You're listening to Apex Snapshots, a live edition of the show.
He will give them those you make it, yeah, yeah. Listen, I am here to say I encourage you. I am here to say please stay strong. Holding tight your dream makes your dream hold you tight. I've been through all that too. If you gotta lose all that you got, just try to keep your dream. If you hold it, it wouldn't stay a dream. It turns more to reality. You gon' have people try to eat you up, make use of you. They take advantage of you. Don't let them take it. Don't let them take your dream. Losing it is like losing your song. So I say, I am here to say I encourage you. I am here to say please stay strong. Holding tight your dream makes your dream hold you tight. I've been through all that too. Been struggling with your dreams, say I encourage you. Been fighting for your dreams, say please stay strong. Please don't you lose your dreams.
Stay strong. MYRA MAIMOH there in that beautiful piece of music. Just put the time to 15 minutes to 8 here in the studio of Apex One Radio. Let's go back to MD Ain. Welcome the artist once again on the airwaves. MYRA, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've been trying to look at the songs that are found in Unique, your latest album, and I'd like us to look at this one, Fe Vita Vivi. That sounds
For Vita Vivi. Yeah.
that sounds lamsa.
It is so damn so.
Fe vita vivi.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what is the meaning of that?
Fevitavity means emerge with power. I'm emerging with power.
And that sounds strong. So are you...
It is strong.
Okay. So what are you trying to say there? Are you trying to encourage somebody?
Yes, I am. It looks like I'm always trying to do that in my songs, but yeah. Fevitavity, it's just a call to just stop whining, stop complaining,
Okay.
get some faith, and then you get up and you go. Just do stuff. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for you to be perfect, because that's never going to happen. We'll always make mistakes and fall, so they can never really be a perfect version of us. Because I think some of us it's easier to just relax and say, oh, procrastinate. I'm going to do this sometime, but I'm so surrounded with all of this now, it's impossible to get anything done. The song is saying, drop everything.
Right.
Drop all the negativity and move on. Start working.
Right. So you do most of your songs in English, and now I would guess you have a few lines in French in some other songs, but apparently this one is sung in Lamso. Am I right?
The verses are all in English, but the chorus is in Lamso.
Okay.
And I wanted to put in my Bantu side in my song for once. All of the songs that have been published, none of them had anything in Lamso.
Okay.
So this was me. The whole album was me going back to my roots and doing what music that represents my roots, music that really represents me, and that is African or Cameroonian flavor in music, and just positive messages.
Right. And and were you satisfied with the outcome of this particular song? Because you had to do part of it in Lamso, which, like you mentioned, is not something which is common with you.
Yeah. I was very satisfied. Actually, in the future there will be a lot of songs in Lamso for me, but I don't think I'll ever really do like all my songs in one language. I speak English, I speak Lamso, I speak French, I speak German, and it's just a way to pass on the message to people. So I love singing in Lamso, and we'll be getting more of that, but it won't be only Lamso.
Okay. Myra, we have a listener who is just writing, and he wants to find out this from you. Myra, you just mentioned that most of your songs are done in English and you've never really used Lamso. Are you shying away from your mother tongue? That is Como Frederick. He's writing from North Columbus.
Okay, not at all. I love my tribe. I'm from Zanzibar, by the way, and I love it. So there's nothing to not feel proud of. I am a proud Bantu girl, and yeah, like I said, I will be singing in Lamso, but I think my message is
universal.
It will be good in any language, anyways. But English is like a universal language. While I sing I would try to sing in Lamso more often.
Right.
Most of it will be in English because I can reach more people.
Okay, but tell me, when you have to sing in Lamso or any other mother tongue, how does it go? Do you have to actually write out the song, especially if you are not good at writing mother tongues?
I just write it down the way it sounds usually.
Using the English alphabet, right?
I know there's an alphabet in Lansor. There's actually
I guess
an
so.
alphabet.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in it, so I would write it down as it sounds.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and would you also love to have an expert in that language assist you in the process, for instance?
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. I will talk normally when I write something in Lansor. I will talk with my mom. I will talk with my sister, and just pass it around and like the lyrics. Like, what do you think? Does it make sense, or is there a better way of saying this?
Okay.
You know, and we would come up with solutions and options, and I'll put them in accordingly. So I never really just sit down and say, okay, this is it. I definitely call in the experts. Like, come, check your sisters. Check these lyrics before they go out.
Okay, so we're speaking with MYRA MAIMOH, an artist whose prowess we cannot overemphasize. It's been established that MYRA is one of the serious artists whose songs a lot of people love to listen to. So 6 songs in her latest album called Unique, which has just been made public, and will encourage you to go get the album and consume it. For those of you who love to listen to music online, there's a way you can procure the songs and listen to them. And in the process, you can also make the artist, live from her, or make a livelihood from her work. So, MYRA, there is this person whom I would imagine is very sweet-coated in tongue. And you probably want to refer to him as Beau Parleur. Tell us about that song.
Yeah.
So,
We have, I don't know how many Beau Parleurs I've come across in my life or in my career. You know, if people would say things that they can't back.
Okay.
Maybe they are just there to fool around. Sometimes they genuinely want to do stuff and they're not able to do it, probably because of means and resources. So the song, I was picturing the typical relationship of a boy and a girl. A boy likes the girl and definitely wants to hang around the girl. So he comes around and he's saying a lot of lies, or just saying those things. Once you hear them, you know that they can't be true, right?
Right.
And this girl is just like, you don't need to go that far. Like, things are really simple. Just tell me who you are, or show me who you are. Be honest, and maybe I just might give you a chance. And it goes all around. So it's not just limited to relationships. It's something that I have experienced. Like, people will come up and say, I'm gonna do this for you, I'll do this for you, and stuff. And and that never ever really happens. So yeah, that's basically what the song is about.
So if I understand you, the message you are trying to vehicle across with this song is, or you are kind of warning people against deceitful persons, right?
Yeah, that's one of them. That's not even the more important one. Is just having people be honest, own who they are, so you don't feel like you need to go over promise,
right,
to look good, or you don't need to lie. Like, if you don't have a car, for example, just say it out. You don't have it. And if those people, if they really care about you, they would understand. It's not a necessity or something. That's just an example. But like I said, it's more about being satisfied with what you have and not feeling like you need to show off or promise too much to be accepted.
Right. And still talking about that or something similar to it. Some time ago, you released a song titled "The Lies." Is it similar to
Yes.
what you're trying to say in Bopala?
No, really. The lies was mostly about the things negative people tell you,
Okay.
the things the devil would use people to tell you. It would be simple things like you can never make it out of here, or you're not smart enough, or you can never go far, or you don't look good enough to do this. You know, just some of those things that people will tell you, discouraging things that people will tell you that don't really reflect who you are. And unfortunately, things like that end up ruining people's careers because people take it too seriously, and then they're like, oh, maybe I should stop, and just stuff like that. So, and I consider it as coming from the devil, because he would, try to derail you and all of that. And so that's what I try to say in the life.
Okay, let's listen to The Lies by MYRA MAIMOH, and the artist is saying, "Let no one discourage you." MYRA, we'll be back with you.
Na 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 na. I wish I could get saved from the damage I have done to me. The lies I've been hearing and believing, letting them grow in me. I'll make new decisions, say a prayer, thanks, and make a wish. It feels so delicious. Most of the time it's all that really works. They say the dreams you chose to give attention to.
MYRA MAIMOH there, warning against language that is discouraging in nature. And so the artist says you have to stand up and be yourself. Let no one discourage you. Let no one come in between you and your career. Let no one come in between you and what you know or do best. That beautiful one is titled The Lies. And we are on APEX1 Radio, listening to a live edition of Apex Snapshot that is reaching you from Columbus, Ohio, United States of America. In this edition of the show, we try to present the latest album of MYRA MAIMOH, called it Unique. It's comprising of 6 songs, and No Go Tire, 3 minutes 50 seconds. We have On Va Danser, which was earlier released as a single. That song is 3 minutes 48 seconds long. Then we have Fe Vita Vivi. It's 3 minutes 48 seconds long as well. Then there is the key song Unique, 3 minutes 58 seconds. We also have Beau Parleur, 3 minutes 31 seconds, and of course Far Away, which is a remix, 3 minutes 33 seconds. All those beautifully packaged songs comprising the latest album of these great artists whom we are having on APEX1 Radio this day. Apex Snapshots on APEX1 Radio. Don't go away.
I'll make new decisions, say a prayer, thanks, and make a wish. It feels so delicious. Most of the time it's all that really works.
The Lies, MYRA MAIMOH. It has brought the time to 8 p.m. here in the studio of Apex One Radio. Let's move back to MG, where the artist has been on standby. MYRA MAIMOH, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Right. So we have Far Away remix. It tells me that Far Away was earlier released. Was it as a single or it was found in your previous album?
No, Far Away is a song that was done by Jimape Terence. He is a singer, a songwriter, and video director in Cameroon. He just moved to Dubai recently, but yeah, he is the original author of the song. And when I listened to the song, it just resonated with me a whole lot. The music, his voice, it was so easy to listen to, and I just found myself relaxing, and I really wanted to do something with the song. So we decided we would do a remix.
So was the remix done in his presence or absence? Is he part of this new version of the song?
It was done in his absence, but we were always talking through the entire process about how things were supposed to be, and if we should change anything, and we would agree whether we needed to change something or not. So it was pretty much a nicely coordinated effort, even though he still was in Cameroon at the moment, and I was here.
Has he had the opportunity to listen to the completed version?
Oh yeah, he has.
And what was his reaction?
He has.
What was his reaction?
He really likes the song. He really likes the song. He was well. He told me that he really likes the positive message, and just the way I flow on the song, because he does the chorus and a bridge, and I do the two verses. So yeah, I think it came out well. I think.
Right. Okay, Far Away is one of the songs on that album. And like I said earlier on, it's 33, no, not 33, but 3 minutes, 33 seconds long. Okay, yeah, 3 minutes, 33 seconds long. So, MYRA, I see you couldn't wait to include Onva Danse on this album.
Onva Danse was supposed to be on that album. Like, I just knew once we're writing it, I just knew it had to be a part of the album, because the whole thing was going back home, representing Cameroonian and African music, but then still mixing up with soul. And Onva Danse was my baby, I would say. the wild one, where we decided to combine so many genres. We combined R&B, we combined soul, we combined Afropop and Afrobeat. So there were really fine lines where if we jumped over, it would have went completely sideways. But I'm happy the way it turned out.
Your fans, your fans wouldn't have found it funny if you didn't include Onva Danse on the album. Right.
Yeah.
I say so because it's one of the most successful singles we've had in 2016 so far. But could you just explain what was the feedback you had? What were people telling you about this song?
When it came out the first time, I know people. I got really, really great feedback, and it was. Some people were first of all surprised that I could do that because they know me as an R&B singer, which was quite funny because I'm Cameroonian, all 100%, and Bamenda girl, grew up in Bamenda, a bandsaw to the core. So it was kind of surprising to me that because I'd done so for such a long time, they thought I wouldn't be able to show my roots in the song. But yeah, that was interesting. it was very interesting. But then I got really, really good reviews. I got some people talked about the fact that we mixed genres, and they were very impressed by what we did. And and then we got really good feedback for the video that was shot in Cameroon by Ada Kenji. So all through we've had really good response towards it, and we're going towards 500,000 views on YouTube. So that's really good.
A very good response for On Va Danser, one of MYRA's hit singles that was released a couple of months ago. And like I said earlier on, it's been one of the most successful singles we've had in 2016. And MYRA, I would like you to join me and our listeners. Let's have a bite of On Va Danser for a short while, then we'll be back with you.
Okay.
One of the beautifully packaged pieces there on that album, On Va Danser, and its video is shot by one of Cameroon's frontline music video directors. His name is Ada Akenji. On Va Danser on APEX1 Radio. You're listening to Snapshots Live Edition, reaching you from Columbus, Ohio, United States of America. Produced from Valsuch, Switzerland, and hosted in the studio by Ernest Kanjo in collaboration with Cynthia Tabe in the United Kingdom.
Again. Tonight is the night we gon' paint the city red. All the neighbors joining, it's that time of the year to let worries go, celebrate with everyone. Put your hands up in the air with me and shake it till you drop. Oh, hey, yo, on va danser. Oh, hey, yo, on va swinguer. Oh, hey, yo, toujours dans l'ambiance.
Piece of music there titled On Va Danser. It has put the time to 10 minutes past 8 here in the studio of APEX1 Radio. We are gradually but steadily moving to the end of this broadcast session, and we are receiving MYRA MAIMOH herself as the main person on this show. Let's move back to Maryland and continue talking with the artist. MYRA MAIMOH, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, I like us to look at this. Who are the artists with whom you work in this album?
The artists, I actually have two artists, like lend their voices to the album Unique. And the first one will be my collaboration with Jimape Terence, aka T-Boy. And I was also blessed to have the late Ashare sing on Anogutaya. Like the last part of Anogutaya, were mostly his vocals. So that was good. And it's so sad that he passed away when he was so young and so talented. Yeah.
Okay. May the soul of the artist rest in peace. And tell me, what did it entail to produce this album in terms of finance, material, and human resources?
Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. It's still a lot because we're still not at the end of it. And just constantly, we try to do a lot of the conception of all the things by ourselves. Just especially since we had a lot of time to do that, so we're able to just get hands on and put in all we had. But yeah, it's still challenging because you definitely it's not enough to put out an album. You have to promote all the way, and you have to get people to hear what you want to say. And it's always a challenge because you can never really cover every area.
Right.
So that's sort of like what we are on now, just trying to get the message heard, trying to get the songs out as far as possible all over the world.
Okay, and tell me, this is the package which you are presenting to the public. Are you satisfied with the artistic and technical quality of the work?
I think I am. I definitely am. It's usually very important to me to have a song that somebody can listen to even without my vocals. So, because that's how you know if a song probably is good or not. That's how I judge songs. So when I listened to them and I thought this is good, I really like this even without the vocals. I thought they had passed the test, and yeah, I am proud of the album because it's not only the first thing I've done completely by myself, with the help of my husband, but it has a strong message too. It has a strong message, and that is a plus for me because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to heal people and encourage people in my music. So that tick one box. It ticked one box for me, and yeah, generally I'm happy. I would say I'm happy.
Right. Now, we've been talking about the ups of these projects, and it would seem that there were no downs.
There are always downs. One of them was I really wanted to put on about 11 or 12 songs on the album, but after listening to them, and this was like this decision was taken like almost last minute, and I listened to them again. I was just like, I really like the six the way they are, and I wouldn't want to add anything to it. So I had to keep the other songs aside. And you know, albums nowadays are like 12. Some of them are even 15. They have about 15 songs, and I was a little worried about the number, but I totally am fine with the package. Right. Better make it sweet and short.
Okay, an album is always a project, and part of that project is usually promotion. How do you intend to go about with this? With
this album, I just want everybody in Cameroon, everybody in Africa to be able to listen to the songs, and because it was conceived with Cameroon and Africa in mind. And we're trying what we can now to push it, but I'm going to need everybody's help in this.
Right.
So go online, listen to the songs, go to my website at MYRAMAIMOH.com, and you should be able to listen to a few songs there. Or you go to iTunes and Amazon, you can buy your copy and just share. Just share what you have, share the message in the song, and join the conversation online on Twitter, on Instagram. And we need
beautiful.
you all in this.
Definitely, you're all needed in this project. Come on board, have your own say, and be part of the success story. Do you have any public performances in view?
I do have one coming up in Grand Rapids. I'm going to have a live concert with my band and just do live sessions, acoustic sessions of all the songs, and we'll revisit some of the old songs as well.
Okay. And you have 6 songs in this album. I understand that Onva Danse has a video. I don't know about the others.
Yes. Anogutaya has a video. Onva Danse
Okay, yeah.
also
I know
has
that
a
has a
video.
video, right. So,
Yeah. And there's one coming up soon, pretty soon.
okay.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Okay. When the time comes, we'll talk about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay, we're about to run off this radio talk, Myra. I would want you to make another official appeal to the public and your potential fans using this medium.
Yeah. First of all, I just would like to thank everybody because the engagement has just been so high, and people posting really encouraging comments and just asking really good questions, wanting to know more about the album. I'm so very happy and grateful to you all for your support, because I clearly, it's one thing to be able to do music or put out CDs. It's another thing to actually have it reach the people who want it to reach. So I'm really very thankful for all of you who've been supporting me, who've been sharing stuff that I post, and just sharing the songs. I am so thankful, and it doesn't stop here with the release. The process for the project goes on. So just stay connected, and keep your questions coming.
Stay connected and keep your questions coming. Myra, just before we go, could you remind us again, how can these songs be consumed online?
Yeah. Basically, if you go to all the major download sites, you would be able to download Unique. But you can get it on iTunes, on Amazon Music. You can get it on Google Play. You can get it on Dundo. Dundo is a distribution company in the eastern part of Africa. So for my East African fans, they can always get it from there. But we also have CDs exclusively from my website, which is MYRAMAIMOH.com. So if you prefer to have a CD instead of a digital copy, you can go straight to my website. Again, it's MYRAMAIMOH.com, and order your copy, and we will send it to you. And I just want to thank you, Ernest, for everything, for the support, for having me here again. It's always so wonderful to be here with you. And I want to thank Cynthia Tabe. She's just amazing. I want to thank her and my team, MYRA MAIMOH, for their amazing work.
Myra, I want to thank you as well for taking enough time to talk to us and to present this new baby to the public. We want to congratulate you as well on the great job. So we wish you all the best, and we hope to have you back on APEX1 Radio some other time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And do have a fantastic rest of the evening.
Thank you. You too. I would definitely love to come back. Thanks a lot.
Jesus was working. It's a disorder of the mind and growing every day. Stop all that matters is my way. It doesn't matter what I do or how I do what I do. I just should get it go my way. This is the attitude that got me on my knees to say, oh, Mr. Jesus.
And that's how we put a full stop to this live edition of Apex Snapshot that came to you from APEX1 Radio this day, the 16th of August 2016. It was a big and dynamic team that kept you company on APEX1 Radio. Special thanks to our collaborator on this show, Cynthia Tabe, who is in London, United Kingdom. The show was produced from Varsich, Switzerland by Maxel Ajik and hosted in the studio by Ernest Kanjo. We want to thank you once again for listening. Do have a fantastic rest of the evening. May God bless you.
And please remember that it's Jesus who's working. Please take it slow, let it grow. And please surrender, 'cause it's Jesus who's working. Please take it slow, keep it low. And please remember that it's Jesus who's working. Please take it slow, let it grow. And please surrender, 'cause it's Jesus who's working. It's Jesus, it's Jesus, it's Jesus who's working. It's Jesus, it's Jesus. It's Jesus, it's Jesus, it's Jesus who's working. It's Jesus, it's Jesus.
APEX1 Radio, USA.